Breaking Balls with Abby Binay. Breaking balls, breaking barriers, breaking walls. Let's talk, let's learn, and find better ways. Lahat ng bagay ay may sagot at may paraan, at dapat better with Abby Binay. Edukasyon, turismo, kalusugan, climate change, local governance, sports, batas at pamilya. Breaking Balls with Abby Binay.
Mga usapang may tinuturo, matututunan.
Breaking Balls with Abby Binay.
If you like our conversation with Mighty Magulang, share, like, and subscribe Breaking Balls with Abby Binay. So, for our second episode, kasi yung unang episode natin is about genealogy. Oh, tama ang aking pronunciation. Ang pag-uusapan naman natin ngayon ay ang kanyang personal advocacy. Kaya naging mighty magulang siya dahil nung nalaman niya na special ang kanyang anak na lalaki ay kinailangan niya ng superpowers. Kaya mighty magulang ang tawag sa kanya. So, in case you have not heard, when I was mayor, I was advocating for early detection. That's why we were empowering our daycare teachers on how to detect somehow if the child is may learning disability. Hindi naman natin sinasabi autism, pero kunyari slow learner, hindi pa nakakapagsalita. So, there's like a checklist of milestones.
Yeah.
That they're supposed to achieve at a certain age, because ang sa akin when I had a daughter, every birthday we would celebrate her birthday doon sa section sa public schools na SPED. So every year yon. I remember my daughter was, I think, 3 years old. So here comes this student who has Down syndrome. Tumatakbo, tapos niyakap siya, tapos parang na-weirdohan siya. Sabi ko, babe, that's okay, ganyan. Tapos sabi niya, Mom, why are they like that? Sabi ko, oh, they're special. Tapos sabi niya, me too, I'm also special. Sabi ko, yeah, you're also special. So my daughter has always grown up with the idea that not every child looks like her.
Yeah.
That mold na, kasi ang tendency natin ay pinapalaki natin yung anak natin dun sa daycare na kaparehas niya in a way. Pero kaya siya, dahil namulat yung mata niya ng maaga, pag nasa labas kami, tapos makikita niya na you don't call it a tantrum, nagkakaroon ng meltdown or episode. She's like, oh mom, you're special. And she knows na, she doesn't look at them strangely, or parang, ano yan, nag-iinarte, ganyan.
Yeah.
Kasi at an early age, in-expose ko siya sa ganun eh. And I think that's what we lack.
Yeah.
So being a parent of a child with autism, again, autism has maraming range, di ba?
Correct. It's a spectrum.
So mag-umpisa tayo sa that very, very difficult spectrum na yung, ang tawag sa kanila doon, low functioning.
Well, we actually don't use the functioning labels
Not anymore.
No,
Okay.
So, look.
Kasi may iba high, low,
Oo.
hindi na. So, what do you
So,
use now?
autism is not linear. Autism is more like a sphere.
Okay.
Kasi posible na madali ka magkaroon ng meltdown, right? Pero you are highly intelligent.
Okay.
Posible na hindi ka verbal, pero magaling ka mag-paint.
Yeah.
Posible na kaya mo yung academic rigors of PhD and MBA.
Correct.
Pero ayaw mo ng amoy ng libro. So, there are situations na talagang it is simplifying their experience. We have to look at lived experience to assess kung anong klaseng accommodation ang ibinibigay natin doon sa tao. Hindi natin sila pwede i-generalize na low or high.
Or ilagay mo siya sa box.
Correct. Kasi pag sinabi mong low functioning, okay, kailangan niya ng tulong buong buhay niya. Sure. Pero that doesn't make him unintelligent.
True.
Meron ding perception na kapag hindi nagsasalita, ibig sabihin hindi intelligent.
There's no template.
There's no template. It is such a wide spectrum. And nung una nga ako, at first, I wasn't sure if it was that wide. But since I started this advocacy, I started siguro well, Carl was diagnosed in 1997, pero I started
How old was he?
5. Late na yon.
Late na. Dapat
So,
mga 3 eh.
oo.
Diba? Oo.
Pero after he graduated from high school, sabi namin, we're going to give back. My son and I are going to volunteer with the Autism Society Philippines. This was 2010 when he graduated from high school. So since 2010, we have been a constant, a constant fixture in ASP.
What's the difference between a child who has autism and savant? May pagkakaiba ba?
Yeah.
Kasi
Well,
yung movie na, ano ba yun kay,
Rain Man.
ayan,
Yan.
yun.
Yan ang alam ng karamihan. So autism, this is so typical yung kapag I tell people, I have a son on the autism spectrum. Ay, ganon. Anong skill niya? Magaling siya sa math? Magaling siya sa music? Di ba? Or, di ba, nakakatanda ba siya ng
kasi yun yung
dates?
nasa movie. Pag
Kasi
sinabi,
savant
autism,
abilities yun.
Oo, savant.
Savant abilities are only in people with autism, siguro mga 5%. Ganun kakaunti. Everybody else is regular lang.
Okay.
'Di ba? Sila yung special. As in kami regular lang kami. Wala kaming ube, 'di ba?
Okay. Wala kang leche flan.
Oh, walang ube leche flan. Regular lang po. So okay lang naman. Minsan pambalubag loob yun no? Parang may kami autism, siguro merong extra diyan. Hindi, wala. Normal lang. Regular lang.
Okay, so hindi lahat ng may autism
Ay savant.
may special gift.
Yeah. So specifically savant. They are not all savants.
Okay. So I have a friend who has a child who's autistic. Magagalit siya sa akin, but I'm not gonna mention who you are. Pero kasi she's actually my high school classmate. Sabi niya, I don't expect the brother kasi she has another son. Na siya yung mag-aalaga doon sa anak ko, sa brother niya pag nawala na siya. So, she has like a backup plan in case she dies early. Parang ipapasok na sa home. Kasi yung anak niya may pagka
Hindi niya kayang independent living.
hindi. Tsaka yung meltdown is more often and can be verbally abusive. Na kahit siya nahihirapan, so she doesn't want to give that burden to the brother. Do we have enough facilities for that? Are you familiar with facilities that can help parents that do have kids that are like that?
The quick question, there are facilities like that, but they're very expensive.
Correct.
And
it's not something an ordinary person can a middle class income family can
there
afford.
are no government options.
Yun nga.
So, meron po tayong mga DSWD facilities na pwedeng mag-accept ng mga taong may autism, for example. Pero usually, ito po ay isang mixed environment.
Hindi
lang
lang siya
autism.
for autism.
Usually nga, parang drug addict,
parang rehab center?
Rehab center, pinapasukan din na may autism. Meron din po mga cases of autism at the National Mental Health Institute. Usually, ito yung mga nababarangay na dahil naninira ng windshield ng mga sasakyan sa area nila. Yung gano'n, parang meron ng almost parang criminal intent pero hindi naman.
Yeah.
So talagang there is, I think, a lot of opportunities to improve our government services. Marami pong models in other countries on how the community can help. Maganda yung model ng, for example, Quezon City, meron din ang Mandaluyong, meron din ang Carmona. They call it community-based rehabilitation, where kung halimbawa ikaw, magulang ka, anak mo may cerebral palsy, kung gusto mo na magkaroon ng masahe-masahe yung anak mo for the limbs, then you go there and volunteer to do something.
Yeah.
Usually that something means that center can earn money, pwedeng gumagawa ka ng bag, naghahabi ka ng mga rug, whatever, para mabayaran yung mga teacher na nagbibigay nung service, whether they're physical therapists or occupational or speech pathologists.
But of the population of kids or people with autism, sinasabi ba natin na yung independent living
Mhm.
na mini-mention mo kanina is 50% kaya independent living?
I would say
Or it's a matter of
more
training?
it's a matter of providing an environment where they would be safe, whether they an environment where they can earn money, an environment where hindi sila mapapabayaan. So in a lot of other countries, for example, yung mga residential facilities nila, talagang hindi mo masasabi na lahat sila ay may college degree, pwedeng magtrabaho sa BPO. Hindi lahat sila ganun eh. Merong mga models talaga na the government is paying for a community, like one house to have multiple people so that they can live, and
Parang foster.
hindi po siya
Hindi
foster
rin siya
eh.
foster
It's a
living.
residential
Okay.
facility na
Ah.
minsan it's respite care.
Ah.
Minsan hindi siya talaga resident doon. Minsan kapag yung mga magulang talagang hindi na kaya,
Kaya,
ilalagay
dadalhin siya
mo na
doon,
siya
saglit.
doon.
Oo.
Mga 2 linggo pwede
Ah.
ba? Yung gano'n.
Like a halfway house.
Correct. Maraming, and like in the UK for example, gobyerno yung nagbabayad
Nagbabayad.
doon.
Mm.
Wala pa tayong ganung model sa Pilipinas.
And
Pero
I think kulang pa tayo ng ano eh. Ang biggest frustration ko is getting a DevPed.
yeah.
Because, again, if we say early diagnosis is key, kung hindi ka makakuha ng schedule sa isang doktor na magdadiagnose sa iyong anak kasi
Mm-mm.
ang haba ng pila, o ang mahal ng bayad,
Mga 100 lang sila.
ah,
Tapos ang maganda, ang
100 sa buong Pilipinas?
yes.
Oh my God.
100 pa lang po sila. Kasi may may fellowship, di ba? May mga training.
Specializations.
Pero ang ginagawa ng Philippine Society of Behavior and Developmental Pediatricians, they make sure na they get from all over the country para i-accept do sa mga training programs. Para after their training, they go back to those provinces. So they're making the effort, pero it's not enough.
Kulang.
So ang ginawa naman ng mga occupational therapists and speech pathologists, hindi na nila ginagawang requirement yung diagnosis para matulungan yung bata. So hindi na required. So halimbawa yung bata pumunta sa speech path na hindi nagsasalita.
Oh.
Yun yung a-address niya. Hindi
Hindi nga kailangan ng
irrelevant.
diagnosis.
Irrelevant yung diagnosis. Kung hindi siya nagsasalita, sige, pagsalitain natin.
Hindi na, para matanggal na yung backlog
Correct.
nung sa DevPed.
Opo.
So, okay, if you are a parent, what signs are you supposed to look for if you have a child who is mga 3 ata, medyo makikita mo na yan eh. Ano yung mga telltale signs that you should see at minsan, more often than not, ang magulang may kasalanan
Hindi nila na.
because nakikita pero in denial.
Yeah.
Kaya by the time that they do seek help, ano na yung sana maagapan pa pero hindi naagapan dahil nga in denial. So,
Correct.
at 3 years old, what signs are you supposed to look for to say that, okay, red flag, we have to go see
Okay.
a DevPed?
So, unang-una, ang mga magulang, minsan wala sa radar nila eh. Lalo na for us, for example, my son with autism was my eldest. So
Yeah.
wala akong experience.
Wala kang benchmark.
Tapos ano pa to, he was
At
born in the
19,
early 90s. Wala pa talagang,
oh.
wala pang internet na
Wala.
ano nga.
Na
nun
pwede
eh.
kang mag-Google.
Mm.
Wala pa
Wala pa
si
si-
Siri, wala pa si
Mm.
ChatGPT. Oh.
Wala pa lahat tong body of information that everybody draws from now. Nung mga panahon na yun, ang medyo red flag sa akin, every time na may naririnig siya, mag-cover siya ng ears niya, pero selectively, hindi lahat ng sound. Parang, gano'n. Nung pala, na ayaw niya yung sound.
Okay.
Tapos, ayaw niyang lumunok ng pagkain. Like, para siyang squirrel na yung ano niya,
Sa gilid.
lahat nandito. Minsan, before he sleeps, we have to get it out. Kasi, it might choke him in
Yeah.
the middle of the night,
So
right?
he was not swallowing it.
So, the sensitivity ang naging issue niya. What you hear, what you see, what
Yeah.
you smell, and what you taste. So, yung mga reaction, he doesn't like maong. He removes the clothes kapag maong.
May iba nga din that yung pag hinawakan mo lang yung dito.
Ayaw nila ng
They
touch.
don't like
Meron
to be
naman
touched.
sila. My son naman is hypo. hyper touch ang gusto niya. Pag natutulog siya, gusto niya may nakahawak sa kanya. Pag nawala yung kamay, magigising siya.
Okay.
So iba-iba po sila. Pero if you look at the books, no? In communication, repetitive behaviors, and socialization po ang challenges ng mga bata. So kapag in-apply mo yun sa 3-year-old, halimbawa yung bata hindi sumasagot sa'yo pag tinatawag mo. At 3 years old, dapat marunong na sila sumagot.
Yeah.
Or at least tumingin man lang,
Tumingin.
di ba?
Because otherwise, kung baka merong problema sa
Correct.
hearing kapag
Which is one of the
tinatawag
early
mo.
things na siniscreen kapag
Correct.
hindi sumasagot. Pagkatapos my son had this thing na he would play beside children but not with them. So pag may nakikita siya sa party, ano lang siya, tatayo-tayo lang siya dun sa mga batang magugulo.
Oo.
Pero hindi siya nakikipaglaro.
Hindi siya nag-interact.
Hindi siya nag-interact. Tatayo lang siya doon. Diba?
Okay.
Parang ganun-ganun lang. Tapos babalik na siya sa akin.
But that's not strange, ha?
Well, it was to me.
Okay.
Tapos my son also had like a flight. Whenever he's in an unfamiliar place, he would run. He was a runner. So I remember when he was a toddler, parang dalawa yaya ko. Tapos every time we go to a public place, yaya dun ka. Yaya dito ka.
At
Tapos,
tumatakbo?
sabi ko, Daddy, kumain ka na. Dahil ako yung isang exit. Parang gano'n. Parang kailangan may battle strategy kami. Kasi as soon as we put him down, haripas ng takbo. Ang dami na namin place kung saan kami nawala. So,
Okay, so
ganon.
when did you say, you and your husband say, it's time to go see a DepEd?
So, it
May
was my...
DepEd na ba nun? Baka
Meron na.
Okay.
It was my pediatrician who told me to see a DepEd.
Okay.
Kasi parang, me and my husband, dahil nga wala kaming kamuang-muang, I was only 24 when I had him.
So,
parang-
ano yung kinukwento mo sa pedya na,
Bakit
ganito
ganito
siya?
siya?
Oo.
Pwede bang check natin yung brain niya?
Ear,
Baka may
oo.
tumor, baka may...
tumor?
Oo,
Oo,
kasi
oo.
my mom had a brain tumor.
Okay.
So, ganun yung mga naiisip
Ah.
ko. Pero siya, alam na niya yung signals na no, you go across the street, para across my office. You see that office? That's the DepEd. You go see her. So it was that kind of conversation. And hindi ko alam yun eh. Imagine wala akong resources on autism na makita at that time. Yeah. And my sister was in the US. She was sending me books. She was sending me stuff. Marami pang mga quack
Ang alam ko lang
remedies back
nun was
then.
yung mga, di ba, Down syndrome, because may
physical
may
markers.
physical marker sa yung Down syndrome eh.
Alam mo, may radar ang mga magulang.
Oo nga, aminin nyo man.
Oo, when you feel na your child is not developing in the right pace as the kids of the same age, pumunta na kayo ng DepEd. Hindi nyo kailangan maging expert para 'di ba? Hindi kayo mag-diagnose.
Hindi, tsaka
ng
maganda maganda ng maniguro.
Yeah.
Na pumunta kayo sa DepEd, tapos sabihin ng DepEd, wala yan. Mas okay na yun kaysa namang sabihin ng DepEd, bakit ngayon ka lang pumunta?
And I think ngayon, some kids, kapag hindi nakakamit ng milestones yung mga anak nila, minsan the schools ask for
Also.
a DepEd,
Yeah.
a DepEd profile.
You know, strangely, my daughter had a classmate. She was already grade, nung pandemic, so grade 7, 8. Nung nag-online class, dun lang nila na-realize special yung anak nila. May learning disability siya. Kasi, nung nag-o-online, hindi siya kasabit ng mga homework, ganyan. Parang she refuses. So, they had to move her to another school to address her disability. So,
Right.
imagine nakaabot siya ng grade 8 na walang nakapansin na meron pala siyang
Oo.
meron pala siyang
Maraming
problema.
mga late
Parang
diagnosis.
late bloomer, parang
Pero in
ganon.
reverse, doon mo
Yeah.
lang nalalaman.
Oo.
Minsan kasi, lalo na in girls, magaling mag-mask. Sabi nila, yung mga girls daw, mas hindi na diagnose ang autism. Sabi nila, dahil magaling mag-mask ang girls. So, ang story naman
magaling
dyan,
magpanggap ang mga babae, ganon.
madali tayo mag-adapt.
Okay.
Oo. So, pero ang reality is, a lot of the parang assessment tools are skewed towards how autism manifests in males. Not enough about,
May kilala din ako na ang ginawa niya nung na-diagnose yung anak niya, nag-enroll siya sa Lasal.
Marami.
para
Nag-aaral mag-SPED, nag-aaral.
nag-aral siya para pag siya magpapalaki sa anak niya.
Yeah.
Oo.
That's a common thing.
Really?
Yeah.
Na ginagawa nilang career.
Naging bagong career dahil
Ah, ah.
nagkaroon siya ng anak na may autism.
True. So it's not always some people feel it's a curse having a child with special needs. Yung tama yung pinag-usapan namin kanina na minsan nahihiyang aminin na ang anak ay special, pero that's part, anak mo yun eh.
And
Diba?
ako, honestly, dati judgmental ko.
Ikaw?
Na parang, mas matalino ako sa'yo. Yung mga ganong klaseng ano. Pero ngayon, I feel my son has taught me to be more understanding of others, be more compassionate, and to be more observant.
Yeah.
Kasi hindi mo alam kung ano yung pinagdadaanan
Ano nila?
ng ibang tao eh. So you have to observe and you have to be more restrained instead of immediately judging.
So if you have an experience, siguro let's address the audience naman na pag nakaka-witness sila ng meltdown. Anong sasabihin mo sa kanila? Kasi syempre, nag-ano yan. How are they supposed to process it when they see a child having a meltdown in public? Kasi minsan, especially, imagine if you're in a confined space like an airplane and a child has a meltdown or in any public space na nanonood ka na sine, biglang nagkaroon ng meltdown yung bata. Ako yung third party, ako yung outsider. How am I supposed, syempre may magagalit, may makikisimpatya. Pero kung ikaw yung parent nung bata, what is going through your head while your child's having a meltdown?
I guess it depends on what the child is experiencing at the moment. If it is a genuine meltdown, kahit na anong gawin mo, wala kang magagawa. Talagang kailangan mong palipasin. For neurotypical people to understand, it's like grief.
Okay, what do you mean by neurotypical?
Hindi autistic.
Okay.
If kung hindi ka autistic, hindi mo malalaman na yung meltdown nila is not manipulative in nature. It is not trigger sila with a stimulus.
Nor
diba?
can it be reverse. Kumbaga sa kailangan niyang tapusin.
Correct. Na alam mo yung kapag namatayan ka, sabi mo ayaw mo umiyak, pero iiyak ka na hindi mo mapigilan yung hagulgul mo.
At kahit i-pacify mo, i-assure mo.
Kailangan mong padaanin. So, ako, if ever that happens to you, of course, you want to make sure that your child is safe and people around him are safe. Meron akong techniques. Kasi nga, I observe my child. Meron akong experience kung ano yung pwedeng gawin para mapacify siya. Ngayon, yung mga tao around me,
correct,
usually, tumitingin, di ba? So, kung meron man na gustong tumulong kapag ganun yung sitwasyon, the best thing to do is go to the mother or a parent or kung sino man yung family member. May maitutulong po ba ako? Ito ho yung bag nyo. Ilapit natin sa inyo yung bag nyo. Yung mga ganon. Na it has to be...
So you do not recommend that they address your child?
No.
At all? Wag.
No.
Yung, diba, ano ba, tumigil ka? Ganon. Wag mag-interact doon sa bata.
Opo.
Kasi minsan naman, I'm a well-meaning bystander.
Yeah.
Na,
ano lang yan, kulang lang sa palo yung bata. Ganon.
Hindi mo ba pinakain?
And this is something that the Autism Society Philippines actually does a lot of seminars on. We do seminars in malls, we do seminars for private organizations
kailangan yan,
and
yung mga
government.
security guard, yung mga salesperson.
And the biggest...
They should be the frontliners
May I mention a brand? Okay lang.
Okay, why not? Sige.
Okay. So ito, like many years ago, 15 years ago, may nangyari sa SM Mega Mall. So ang nangyari, merong batang may autism, 15 years old, nagkahiwalay sila ng magulang niya. Pagkatapos siya, pumasok sa sinihan. Gusto niya pumasok sa sinihan. Tapos, syempre hinuli siya nung security guard. Bawal yun.
Syempre.
Na wala kang ticket, di ka bumili. Tapos hindi makatingin sa mata. So napagkamalan siyang durugista. So,
diba, isang sign din yun, diba? Yung cannot do
correct.
eye contact.
Correct. So siya ganon. So parang tinaboy siya. So long story short, parang naglakad siya sa mall, lumabas siya on his own. So si mommy, umiikot-ikot na sa mall, nahanap siya. Finally, nahanap siya. Imagine kung Mega Mall, nasa Shaw Boulevard na siya.
Oh my
Di ba
God!
kung anak mo yun?
Oh my God, kung ako yun, nag-wild na
So
ako.
this
Oh.
was back in the day, wala pang social media. Emails to. The story was forwarded.
Wait, ito, 2010, kasi 15 years ago eh.
Yeah, so mga
Oh.
FWD yung subject, di ba? Yung ganon.
Oh.
So forwarded.
Forward lang.
So yung
oh.
community yung autism community parang galit na galit, di
Oh.
ba? Pero ang ginawa ng Autism Society Philippines, lumapit sila kay SM. Alam niyo po, kailangan nyo ng training.
Correct.
So we did sensitivity training for their frontliners, meaning security guards, janitors, and the merchants, the employees of the merchants. And ang maganda dito, parang the enterprise committed to doing this every year. Hanggang
Okay.
ngayon, parang KRA
Kinikilabutan ako, ha?
KRA
Oh.
nung mall, twice a year
In fairness,
kailangan.
nag-effort.
Nag-effort sila. And this was the start of SM Cares.
Doon nag-umpisa yung
Yeah.
SMK. Free plugging.
Honestly kasi, I believe in their work. They are a model for how inclusion happens. And tapos tinatanong nila kami, ano pa yung mga hindi nyo magawa sa mall? Hindi ko kami makapanood ng sinihan. Kasi nakakahiya sa mga tao pag maingay yung anak namin, ayaw ng mga anak namin masyado madilim. So they came up,
Paano nga yun? So you mean to say, nag-accommodate na yung
meron silang
parang special screening?
special screening yun. They call it lights up, sounds down.
Ay, cute!
Ang cute
Talaga?
Pero again, this is we usually have it before the mall opens.
Correct.
So walang masyadong tao.
Oo.
Tapos community lang namin. So they accommodated the need. And hindi lang sa Metro Manila yan.
Pero
Pati
imagine mo,
sa probinsya.
in-adjust nila, lights on,
Lights up,
up, sounds down.
Hindi masyadong alam mo
Kasi
yun?
yung
Dugs-dugs.
Ah,
Oo, walang
ah.
dugs-dugs.
Oh my God. Ngayon ko lang narinig yan,
Small
Oh.
tweak in
Yeah.
how you operate malaking bagay for
Pero effort.
a community. And ang autism po kasi it's an invisible disability na kaya mahirap i-mainstream. Kasi parang pag eyeballin mo yung tao, wala na makapansin.
Correct.
Yan eh.
Kaya marami, 'di ba, yung marami nababash na may may disability na 'di ba meron sa America yung may PWD card. Tapos sabihin, bakit? Di ka naman pilay, di ka naman bulag, di ka naman hindi naman natin nakikita yung disability niya eh.
Actually, pati mga bingi. Di ba? Those who are hard of hearing or deaf, hindi mo makikita sa
Pag ina-eyeball mo, di mo naman makikita kasi walang physical manifestation. That's true.
And that's why nga, the work that we do now in the Senate and in Congress, trying to put together the National Autism Care Plan bill, it is really about putting this invisible disability on the radars of government agencies.
But bakit autism lang? Kasi 'di ba merong hindi naman autism. It cannot be defined as autism. Meaning kunyari yung Down syndrome is not autism.
No.
Yung may learning disability, yung hindi nakakapagsalita or dyslexia, for example, is not part of that definition of autism. What makes autism so special from the other special disabilities that requires special attention?
Kasi we are now at 1% of the population.
Talaga?
Ang dami pong autism cases. So by sheer volume alone, hindi po siya rare disease. 'Di ba? Talagang ang
Anymore.
dami. Yeah. There are 1 million Filipino families affected by autism.
Is there a scientific data on what causes autism?
No.
Wala?
So there are studies right now that are
So it's
looking
not
at-
about nutrition, it's not
No.
about
it's genetics.
okay.
That's where the studies are focusing now, genetics and environment. So
genetics.
yeah, so that's why there are families na
Ganun
madalas.
ganun kadami yung 1% because they're not genetically compatible.
Well,
Bakit ganun? Like you have one who is neurotypical and one who is not.
Yeah.
But you're sharing the same genes.
that's how genetics works.
Iba-iba. Okay. So hit and miss.
And I don't look at it naman as Again,
Is it also age? Kasi iba sinasabi nila when you have a
There's
child at a late age, there is that higher probability of having
There's
a...
no definite
walang
study
correlation.
on that.
Hmm.
We were 24 when we had our
Yun
son.
nga, bata mo pa nun,
Oo.
anak ka eh.
So,
So, wala.
yeah, wala talaga.
Oo.
So ngayon, so there are several ways to look at autism.
So, the reason why I'm asking is because we cannot blame...
Hindi kasalanan ng magulang.
Hindi kasalanan ng magulang meron siyang anak na autistic.
Yeah, oo.
Or hindi kasalanan kasi nung nagbubuntis ako, hindi ko to
May
ginawa.
nakain ako, may naamoy
nakain
ako.
may ganun ako. Wala. There's nothing that you could have done to avoid it. Yun yung, kumbaga sa bottom line,
True. Oo.
tinadhana.
And kami nga, madalas kami mag-family support group, no? Hindi mo naman kailangan mag-away kung kaninong side nang galing yung autism. Diba? And madalas pag-awayan yan.
Ano yan? Sa side mo yan. Mga ganun.
Kaya ganyan ang anak natin dahil sa nanay mo. Ganon.
Tama.
Hindi pwedeng ganon ang,
Hindi,
ang
hindi.
style. No, I mean, we have to change our look on what autism is. Autism, yes, it is a disability. Posible siyang maging disability. Pero at the heart of it, if you want to look at it outside the medical framework, it is just a different way of being.
Yeah.
Na parang paglabas natin sa factory, iba-iba setting natin. Parang kung sa music siya, iba yung key niya. 'Di ba? Kung sa ano siya operating system, pwedeng iOS tayo, pwedeng naka-Android siya.
Iba yung trip niya, iba gusto
We
niya.
are unique, and it is when the society is able to tolerate, accept those who are different from the majority.
They do not come from the same mold.
Correct, na hindi pwedeng lahat tayo pare-pareho.
Agree. Kaya yung iba lang naman, pero ako kasi I'd rather see having a child with autism as a gift because it changed your perspective in life. Iba yung approach mo sa buhay, especially yung I know of someone nung nagbubuntis pa lang siya, sinabi sa kanya na pag nanganak ka, walang bungo. Yeah. Pero she had to full term tapos held the baby in their arms and then it did not last a day or two. Pero the fact na meron kang anak, whatever that person may be.
Yeah. Children are gifts overall, 'di ba? Whoever they are, however they grow up to be, they are gifts to us, and it's a responsibility sa atin. Of course, I do not belittle the experience of families na meron silang difficult cases. I know of families na talaga ang hirap nung life nila. They call it profound autism. Kapag profound yung autism nung anak nila, their lives are upended, their careers are put on
How
hold.
profound is when you say profound, what is the definition of profound autism?
Like extremely violent. Nag-upend ng mga furniture. Refrigerator, kaya niya lang buhatin. They can weaponize feces.
Sinata.
Ganon. So talagang hindi ka pwedeng isama sa
hindi siya mailabas.
Correct. So,
siya ba yun
super difficult cases na
yun.
yun.
Ba yung sinasabi natin na minsan may instances na napapanood tayo sa TV na kinukulong nila yung kamag-anak nila?
It's possible.
Or yung nilalagyan ng chains.
Oo, nilalagay sa cage.
Nandun sa cage.
Meron kaming mga rescue cases na gano'n. And it's really sometimes because the parents don't have...
And it's not because they don't love their child. It's
Hindi nila
just
alam kung anong gagawin.
how to handle.
Pero again, ito nga yung and marami rin na they don't seek intervention.
Yun naman.
Nahihiya sila. Kaya ikulong na lang sa bahay.
Oo.
Di ba? So, alam mo yung case last year na merong mama
Yes.
na nangagat siya sa bus, tas tinaser siya nung
Parang hindi ko
security. So it was an issue na sa EDSA. Tapos may
Kinagat niya?
nag-film. Kasi ayaw nagre-ring yung phone nung isang kasama niya sa bus. Ayaw niya
sagutin.
Kinagat niya. Tapos off-duty security guard. Merong pang taser. So tinaser siya.
Okay.
So makikita mo talagang nanulupasay So when we know of this man kasi matagal na siyang runner. So he elopes, ang tawag ang term elope, na ibig sabihin umaalis sa bahay, meron siyang pinupuntahan na malayo, tapos babalik siya.
Okay.
So, kilala namin siya kasi yung pinupuntahan niya, which is a temple, like a religious building, inano sa amin, linapit
Report.
sa amin. Ano kung pwede namin gawin?
Gawin.
Turns out na he lived back then, he lived with his lola, na wala siyang intervention, walang gobyernong tumutulong sa kanila. Nakatira lang sila sa gilid ng daan, very poor. Hindi man siya nagbabayad ng bus papuntang Maynila. Kilala na siya. Yung ganong several years later, ngayon, namatay na si lola. Kasama na niya kuya niya. May kapatid pala siya to begin with. Pero siguro dahil ang hirap ng kaso niya, talagang pinapabayaan na lang siya to do whatever he wants. And ganun parang I cannot judge them na there are cases talaga na napakahirap. And again, we need government to help us with we need government to help those who cannot help themselves. Kasi ang hirap naman to judge, like if you're coming in, may resources ka, may education ka, pero hindi lahat,
Pwede ka mag-enroll sa school, diba?
We cannot be, we cannot, dapat, hindi lahat entitled.
Okay, so now's your chance. Kung merong where to seek help, mag-ano ka na, mag-promote ka na ng facilities or where they can reach out to whom they can reach out to, or an organization na pwede nilang tawagan, puntahan, yung mag-ano lang, kunyari, yung nahihiya pang lumapit, pero sa telepono lang muna, mag-i-inquire muna, di ba? Baby steps lang. Sino ang pwede nilang tawagan or puntahan? Metro Manila lang kasi mahirap yung probinsya Pero kung may probinsya ka, why not? Di ba?
Pero sa mas social media, wherever you are, you can reach out to the Autism Society Philippines. Bakit po ASP? Kasi po meron po kaming pwede po naming i-refer yung mga resources na kailangan.
May directory kayo ng mga tao.
And kung kailangan niyo alam mo yun, kung kailangan mo mag-cry, meron din po kaming family support group.
Kailangan yun.
Na talagang itong mga resources natin ay either mga professional sila o talagang mga magulang na malalaki na yung mga anak at na napagdaanan na yung napagdadaanan ninyo.
It takes, kumbaga para maging mighty magulang, proseso yon. You cannot be a mighty magulang overnight.
And si mighty magulang, umiiyak din yan.
Correct.
Diba lahat ng mga mighty magulang dyan, I'm sure may moments na talaga hindi nyo alam kung ano gagawin.
Kailangan ko lang kausap, kailangan ko lang umiyak, kailangan ko lang magbuhos ng sama ng loob, ng
kailangan
frustration.
natin lahat ng respite, ng education para makahinga ulit at laban ulit bukas.
Correct. So, Autism Society Philippines, reach out to them, i-google nyo na lang. Malalabas na.
Lahat ng social media po. Masyado po kaming all over. We are on Facebook, we are on Instagram, we are on X, we are on Pinterest, we are on LinkedIn.
Pinterest, taray.
Ay, talaga. Marami kami. Pati nga Flickr, nandiyan kami. Basta lahat.
Flickr? Wag naman Tinder, ha?
Ay, hindi naman. TikTok. Nasa TikTok din po kami.
Pero, we're hoping that the bill that you're pushing in the Senate, ano na ba to? Consolidated bill na?
Meron pang version sa Congress na nasa committee.
Okay. So, sana mapasa na siya agad. I think it's something that we need funding for. Kasi unang topic natin is culture and arts. Parang pag pinapili ka, pag sinabi la, okay, Mighty, meron tayong 100 million. Mamili ka. Ilalagay natin sa culture and arts or
100 million lang.
Ay, sige, 1
diba,
billion.
Isang kotse lang yun
Sa bagay, maliit yun sa mga no? Kung sa flood control lang yun ano lang ba yun,
diba?
Diba? Pag sinabi siya, bibigyan kita ng 1B. Saan mo lalagay? Kailangan ka pumili isa.
Kung 1B ang project, I would invest in I won't invest in infrastructure, that's for sure.
Talaga? Bakit?
I would invest it in education. Education of professionals and reinforcement of the inclusive education bill. Kasi yung inclusive education law natin, sabihin na nating okay siya, maganda siya, wala pong pondong linagay.
Wala.
So,
Saka kulang tayo ng teacher. na
Education nga eh. Whether it's education of, alam mo yun, parang ang gusto natin, magkaroon tayo ng mas robust referral system if ever we need help. And hindi natin magagawa yon kung 100 DevPed, 3,000
Diyos ko,
OT.
100 lang yung
Diba?
DevPed.
1,000
Pag sinasabi mo, imagine, 100 DevPeds and there's 1 million with autism.
Correct.
Imagine that.
It's very difficult. So what we need is a network. Like, hindi naman po kayo lahat maging doktor. Sana meron tayong network of support. Like, job coaches, mental health
Kasi maganda yung
advocates.
pati yung mga OT, yung mga occupational therapists, because they're the ones that will teach you on a daily basis how you're supposed to treat your child with autism, yung paano mo siya gagabayan. Yun yung, parang sa akin yung OT yung mas importante.
Tsaka yung teachers.
Yeah.
Dapat all teachers should be
Equipped.
special education teachers. Hindi na special education ngayon, SNED na. All teachers should be SNED teachers.
So, hindi kailangan na special eduk lang ang tinuturo mo.
Dapat alam mo lahat yan. Kasi for every class of 50,
Yeah.
sigurado meron
May
kang
isa or
isa.
dalawa. Yeah. Agree. Okay. Ang haba ng convo. Daldal mo kasi. Pero wait. So, dahil second episode na to, kailangan natin gumawa ng isa pang episode, but I want us to go to
Sementeryo.
cemetery. Hindi.
Akala
Okay,
ko,
kasi sabi ko kasi mas interesting yung sa side ng asawa ko eh. We have to go to Bahay Nakpil.
Okay.
Sabi niya kasi siya yung huling nakpil daw na tumira doon sa bahay na yon. Diba? Weird yung asawa ko na yun. Tapos meron pa siyang naalala daw na yung Parisian life na nandoon sa nandun sa wall ng bedroom, something. So, para makita ko si Mighty in action. Pag pumunta tayo sa sa
Madaming beses na ako pumunta.
site. Oh, ganon. I've never been.
Really?
I've
And
never
to think you're...
I'm related to
Bayan?
someone I know. Nakakahiya. So, it's either doon tayo pumunta sa Bahay Nakpil or pumunta tayo sa Maragondon.
I've also been there.
Kung saan in-execute.
Ayokong ayokong umakyat ng bundok Hindi natin alam kung
Hindi tayo pupunta sa bundok. Pupuntahan
bahay.
natin yung kung saan,
yung bahay,
kung
yung trial
saan
house.
siya, kung saan yung trial, and allegedly, although hindi clear kung saan siya talaga pinatay.
No, it is not. Yung trial house lang, yun may mga
Kung saan talaga siya in-execute.
walang may alam.
Hindi klaro.
Maraming naghanap, pero hindi pa rin alam.
Oo. Pero maganda rin yung episode mo about Yamashitan. Napanood ko rin yun. So, puntahan nyo lahat ng kanyang social media accounts, kanyang Facebook page. Ang dami doon. Click nyo lahat yun. Panoorin nyo lahat yun isa-isa. Pagkatapos yun, sasabihin nyo, ang dami kong alam. na pag nakita mo yung tao, uy, alam ko kung sino yung lolo mo, yung lola mo, yung yung kumbaga sa parang you get to know that person. It's as if naging kamag-anak mo na siya kasi yung buong linya niya nalaman mo dahil kay Mighty Magulang. Thank you, Mighty, for this episode. May uulitin, sigurado. Kasi masyadong maraming topic na kailangan pang pag-usapan.
Thank you, Abby. I had a fun time. Maraming salamat.
Thank you! At nandito tayo ulit sa ating home court, B Billiard Circuit Makati para sa Breaking Balls with Abby Binay.